Well, I went live and then I had a technical error, but now everything's good. I was getting feedback because the stream was on elsewhere, but now we're good. Um, so yeah, looking at patch 60.2 here with Chaos, a fellow TFT player. He'll be adding some commentary while we try to speed run and look at this. We've already kind of pre-seen it, but yeah, a little excited. Chaos, anything to say? Did you see anything that you're like, okay, this is gonna get a little deep?
Oh, well, for sure. I mean, obviously there was the stuff with T-Hex, which that really needed to get nerfed into the ground. They really hurt that along with a couple other big comps, but I mean, we'll dive into it more once we talk in it, but definitely a few noticeable, changes, things that it's good to know.
Right. Yep. All right, then let's go right down. So scrolling down, let's see what we have here. So, yep, like we said, there's a few buffs. I mean, we could go over this. I'm really excited about Jinx, as you can see on the list. I mean, Misfortune, I think they wanted to make it to where you would use her regardless of if you were just going for Bridgewater. And they obviously, it says all the emblems here. That's true. They have their little tweak. And then a few nerfs, of course. The Krakens got nerfed. Actually, pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. It got hit real hard. And then
Yeah, they
Diana
got
as
about a
well.
50%
Uh,
on
yeah,
the
Diana
attack
and
speed.
Tryndamere. I don't know if Tryndamere is going to be played. We'll see. But yeah, okay. I saw this right here. Rotating shop. Like, is this something to buy? What is that? Lux throwing up in a pool? I might have seen this. I might have seen somebody actually play with this character, possibly. Or the skin, spirit skin.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what they
yeah,
call
yeah,
him?
yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
tactician
that's the
skin or
portal.
spirit skin?
Uh that's not the tactician. That's probably the portal. That's the portal. Then
Oh,
you've got your chibi person. It looks like
right.
Thresh is here now too, and then it's probably
I,
a boom is Thresh's Q.
I see. I see. I see. Okay, so this is probably a whole package or something.
Yeah, so that's the rotating shop, which is just when you
Ah,
are in the TFT store where you've got Battle Pass, Treasure Realm, and everything like that. That's
yeah.
going to be the new available.
No, nice. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know. Nobody told me, so I figured you would know. Okay, so looking here, what do we got? So something that's going on. What do they call this again? Encounter, right? Yes, it's an encounter, and
Hmm.
it's called the Gwyn encounter. And really, the only highlight to it is just basically if you see Gwyn, that means that, like it says, after the first three carousels, you could basically when you can get a pair of scissors and it breaks your components, which can definitely help you, especially if you're pivoting or if you just need to, you know, destroy it. You made a mistake and you built an item that you regret. I don't know. What do you think? That's kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely you got to note that it's after the end of the first three carousels, so after each, so that's three.
Hmm.
So it's just really at the beginning, you're just gonna have a few more items floating around. Really, that's really all of note for that one. Just there's if Gwen's out, it can be more items in the rotation earlier on.
Right, right. And then here it's just telling you that there's a less chance to see Draven and a few others, and obviously all of them will take a hit because there's a new encounter.
Yeah.
Right. No, sweet, right on. Oh, okay. Let's see some of the trades. Let's see what I made a few little highlights here. Let's see. So that Noxus and Zon. Now I tried Zon a few times. It just was not working out, but that was a long time ago. So, but I'm really excited about Zon. Noxus, I never even tried him to begin with, to be honest. So I don't know. Kind of curious what that's gonna go. But yeah,
Yeah,
consider buffs. Hmm.
The Noxus, in my opinion, I mean, I didn't play Noxus a whole bunch. I played it every here and now, mostly mixed
Right.
with the Bilgewater. But I mean, these numbers just are not looking that too big to me. Doesn't look like that big of a change for Noxus itself. Once we'll get
Hmm.
into it, we'll see that some of the individual champions have been buffed, so
Hmm.
it's looking in a better spot. But it's nothing crazy. I don't expect to see it,
I see.
up
Where all of a
too
sudden it's top of the board. Another T
high.
hex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
no, no,
noticed.
no. Well,
Mhm. I noticed Bridgewater here. Again, I didn't really play it. I couldn't though. I guess I just wasn't good enough. I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I didn't give it enough time. But I see that I'll have to give it more time because now it's going to cost for the two costs. What would it be? Twisted Fate, Graves, something like that. Those two.
yeah,
They're going to
exactly.
cost a little bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah, they're going to cost a little bit more. And then looks like some nerfs on the yeah, Captain's Brew. That sucks. I know that was a really good one. And maybe it still is, but to lose 5% is kind of rough. And then Ionia, did you have a look at this? Again, I didn't really do Ionia too much. I mean, maybe just for early
So
game,
the
but that was
Ionia
it.
is actually pretty crazy right here, right? So what they basically changed is Ionia, and even what you would rock with the ideal end of the game set, you would have only, maybe three Ionians or something, but which made no sense because having three Ionians, you would get the highest turnaround, and it was like the strongest to have the three Ionians. So with you having, it kind of makes it so people want to get that five now and more instead of the three because of the nerf onto it. And so
Hmm.
I mean, it was definitely needed. It was one of those where it wasn't right for Ionia to be so strong with only the three, especially like so 3-star Yas comps and things like that were crazy. I mean,
Right, right.
they're still looking really strong for you to go with a 3-star Yasuo. Only now you'll try to keep probably five Ionians. Like it's kind of forcing players to keep the five now instead of being able to
Mm,
have so many other characters.
yes, I see. And then looking right down at Xtil, I mean, again, I never, I never like to risk it. I never liked that. I either, when I try, like it's at, what was it, 14? When I tried one of those traits, I tried that and it didn't work. I would accidentally miscalculate and I would just straight up get too many losses in a row and die. But they're making it a lot easier. It looks like obviously from 17 rounds to 13 rounds. So that helps a
Yeah,
lot with one of the
yeah,
quests.
that is, but I mean, honestly, everything else kind of got hit on it. So, I mean, honestly, the only way you could even look into playing the Ixtal would be for the 13 round one. And the thing is, that can be good, but we don't know what comps will be able to fit those Ixtal in right now. So, like,
Hmm.
right now, it's untreaded water. Like one option out of it can look good. So I mean, you're not going to be looking for this comp, but it is still possible. You really only going to want to choose that one quest option though. And I mean, we'll just have to
That
figure out
is
what characters can go with the three to make that work. Because you can't be playing for Brock now also with the rest of those other ones because it just takes too long.
right, exactly. That goes into I got a next highlight here, just saying that you don't have two greater champion duplicators anymore, which means if you had Brock, you would immediately be able to get him 2-star because you get two duplicators. But now you don't get that as part of the cash out, the 550 cash out. And I always
Exactly.
noticed that was their big hit was, oh, they got a 2-star Brock immediately in the game, and he's slamming around the place. Yeah. I so then going to Juggernaut, I don't think it's still popular enough. I know that they buffed it a little bit because nobody played Juggernaut. I didn't even like to. I mean, besides, I mean, when I played Nautilus, that was just to go alongside Poppy or maybe Xin Zhao or something. But yeah, I never was leaking Blitzcrank or whoever else. I guess Cho'Gath. Yeah, I saw the Omni Vamp on this. That's gonna be a little bit more crazy. We'll see. I don't know. I thought he was pretty strong, but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, it's pretty big. I mean, what he did get for that for the later game on it, and but it's just one of those things we'll really have to see as we'll scroll down with it now. One of the biggest reasons that I really think that it might be a little better instead of just the overall buffs for having the traits active, it's the
mhm,
character buffs. Darius got quite a good buff on him. LeBlanc got like an overall over 10% damage increase. So I mean, there's a lot more
mhm.
potential in the individual characters now too than just the traits buff.
Right, right. So then scrolling through, just Zon has some extra durability, and then the Zon is also getting some health as well. The health benefits at 5, so that kind of is going to tie into why I think Zon is. I don't know. I'm excited. I think I get to play some Jinx games, which is going to be cool because it seemed like really cool, but then it just didn't have the strength, and maybe it had bugs too, apparently. So it just yeah, wasn't
hmm
working.
Yeah, Jinx though, yeah, she got the buff and it's good with the max health because I mean, Jinx she really needs a front line. She has to get up to her rapid fire to activate her ability.
Right. Her ship Zimmer is that what it's called? Zimmer,
No,
Shimmer,
Shimmer
Shimmer.
is
That's
the
it.
augments ability, but
Hmm.
I'm referring to when she switches her gun over
I see. Rapid
to
fire.
where she fires all the time. Yeah.
Hmm. So Bar just gonna roll a little bit less. I am excited that he's gonna do a little bit more damage. Not crazy, but he is doing a little bit more damage. And then let's see that Trendemir. He got hit. I know Timo.
Well,
That's
well,
cool that
don't
Timo's gonna.
we don't want to look over this. This is the biggest aspect for the Bard. So Bard got the damage increase, although Bard's reroll on loss, right? Stages 2 and 3, or was that 3 and 4? Yeah, 3 and 4
3 and
is
4.
nerfed. So comps now that you'll try to do like Diana's or different people, even Yasuo comps, Tryndamere comps, all those ones that you use the strategy of using Bard for rerolls, you lose big now in the long run on those stages. So those comps can't really be done with him anymore now.
That is true. Someone did the math. They said you're probably looking at about 20 rerolls worth, or no, it's either no, probably 10 rerolls worth, which is about 20 gold loss in general. If you're using Bard to
Yeah,
like maybe
and
7.
you need gold.
Yeah, yeah. So you're right. That is a hit on the rolls lost.
Yeah, but with his
Um,
damage increase, who knows? Maybe we'll see some people try to just, put out the Bard carry.
hmm I did see someone with the 3-star once, which I thought was crazy because I don't find him very much in the shop anyway. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool that Timo got a little beefier. So that's good. Will help the
Yeah, the
yeah,
3-star
obviously
team.
he'll get to 3, yeah. So he'll get to do a little bit more of the 3-star. And then yeah, Tryndamere for his spell, he lost a whole 10% on just the durability.
Yeah,
And
they
then
shot him in the head.
the damage output is pretty bad too. I mean, but this was also shocking as well. That movement speed from Ash
Well,
passive, like 100
yeah, and
minus.
which is crazy from that, well, because you know how he heals, and once he gets that increase, stacking attack speed, once he gets going, he's a monster. And the easiest time to kill him is when he's walking. So with that, 100 reduced right there, that makes him a lot easier to kill on top of everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I know. I only highlighted this because it was funny how they said it. It may be the League of Draven, but it's not Dragon Fight Tactics. I'm like, okay.
Huh.
I did, I did read this wrong where it says, we're significantly lowering the damage on Draven's empowered axes. I was like, empowered ass. That's what I read it at when I first was reading it. I was like, just kind of a funny joke. And then yeah, they put in little jokes here and there talking about Jinx's the song. I don't know. They're playing with words. But to
Yeah,
continue on, I noticed they buff. I don't see Darius, so I see that they wanted to buff Darius a little bit, give him some I don't know,
we'll
more
see it right
playability,
there.
more mana. Yeah. Kabuko, I never really used him, but apparently he's
He's
he
trash, pretty much.
yeah no longer increasingly heals again the full amount at the end of his spell. I don't know.
Well,
I guess it was a
that's
bug
the bug
fix,
thing. Well, the thing is, this was what's crazy is that if you look there, so they literally fixed the bug and then they buffed him because he was literally so bad even with the bug that like with the bug gone, now they had to buff
right?
him to even try to make him
Wow.
more average.
And Jinx, I guess there was bug fixes where she wouldn't attack or sometimes lose damage. I guess that's
Yeah,
kind of sad,
stop
but I like
following.
that. That's pretty good. I mean, 40. You 2-star, you're getting 40 more damage right there, which is nice. LeBlanc as well, right here that I saw, that she's definitely getting a buff as well. Kind of as
Yeah.
serious as that. I mean,
And
45
honestly, I
and
wouldn't be
30.
too surprised if, with Draven's big decrease of damage with the empowered axe, he'll have
Mm-hmm.
some earlier damage, like it will be increased due to the payoff of his increased AD.
Mm-hmm.
But once he gets the axes going, his overall peak damage will be, severely diminished. So I wouldn't be surprised if
Mm-hmm.
we start seeing LeBlancs instead now, because LeBlanc also being a 3 cost, but she's basically feels like a 2 cost because you get her so easy with Scion. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more AP
Right.
LeBlanc carries on Noxus comps
Yeah.
now.
Ooh, let's see. There's a little bit here, but still trying to rush through, not stay too long on it. And Bessa, again, I didn't really use her. That's what is her Vanquisher? Is that what her trait
She's a
is?
Vanquisher
Vanquisher,
Noxian,
right?
yes. So her
Yes,
abilities can
yes.
crit when it's active.
So I guess it'll affect. No,
Yeah,
no,
she got some decent stuff, but nothing
Gnosis.
super big.
Yeah,
The numbers was her slam damage went up from 275 to
and that's
315.
referring to her ult. You think?
That's referring to her abilities, yes,
Okay. Uh huh.
because she has AoE, not single target.
I
Diana got
saw. Uh huh.
basically nerfed super hard.
I saw that shield right there. I was like, look at that, 200, and now it's down to 80. I guess they thought she was just. I don't know. I didn't think she was like invincible until you put all the items on her and you got her at least 2-star. But here they're like, I don't know. I didn't think she was invincible. Even one star didn't seem like it was still too strong, even with all the items. I don't know. But yeah, they brought it pretty. They brought it down really hard. Um, let's see. None of this really got me attention. I mean, yeah, Misfortune's a little bit stronger now. Seraphine, I think, is stronger. Yeah, a little bit stronger as well. So that's cool. And looks like the heal though took a little nerf, but the damage is better. Singed, I still think he's not. No, he's a magic fighter, but now he's going to be a magic tank. I still think even when I look at this, I mean, it doesn't still look impressive. Like every game that I was fighting versus Singe, I'm seeing him run around, maybe doing some damage, but it never felt like it was anything. Like
Oh
he was
yeah, I
just a
never
guy.
seen him going crazy.
It felt like he
Like
was
I
just him
never.
running around the stage, making it purple, and then you just eventually shoot him and kill him, and his life is over. Like, I don't know,
Right.
but Singe mana per second, 10 to 5. That's his regen, I guess.
Mhm.
Huh. So I guess that took a little hit. Wow.
50%.
Right. Skarner, that was cool. I've tried him a few times. He's chill. But I guess he was a little too much because they brought down his stun a little bit as well.
Yeah, well, his stun was a bit there, but I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, it was a bit long.
Yeah, apparently they said Vigar. Does it say right here? Vigar. Do you see him right here? No, that's. But apparently Vigar he had a like a bug where he was missing his like ult.
Wait, can I just say also, I've never gotten him to 3-star, but did you see what Skarner's 3-star stun was? It says 8 second stun.
Man, that's crazy. Does he only do one person?
No, he does like 3 or whatever an
Right,
account.
right. Yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah,
Yeah, like there's a
so
few.
that's a long time.
That is. You
By the
put him in the
time
front
this thing is
line.
literally up, by the time the 8 seconds are up, he's recasting.
That's crazy. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, I was excited about Aurelian Soul, some spell damage. I mean, what do we have? It's like plus 100. I love that. So that way at the beginning he can kind of help out or actually do something.
Yeah,
Um,
that does help with the early sum. Kindred took a bit of a hurt. So did
oh
Sen,
right.
Lucian.
Baron as well, right?
Baron,
If I'm
Baron
reading
took the
that right.
biggest one. Baron actually took, if you go in overall, his damage output, he probably took like a 10% loss as well.
Uh-huh.
So it'll definitely be a noticeable. You'll definitely feel it and notice it.
Right.
Baron is weaker.
Yeah, T Hex. The reason the main big deal here is obviously it's the caster. If you have a caster, which would be, of course, the example would be Caitlyn. She's the caster in this example. If you have a 3-star caster, it gives him 12 mana regen. But now, if you have a 3-star caster, it's going to be 5. So it's like you're almost better off because it goes from 4 to 5. You might as well just, if you're going to go and play T Hex still, you would do a 2-star Caitlyn and just stick with a 2-star. Why roll around trying to get her 3-star just so that way you can get one extra mana regen? So here it was from 6 to 12. It was obviously a big jump to make a 3-star Caitlyn, but that's something I caught. I was like, okay, there's no way you're gonna care to try to roll around for a 3-star.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. So there's definitely no way people aren't going to be sitting at those lower levels for as long.
no, yeah, you're not gonna sit there rolling for Caitlyn at that point. Yeah, that shield. I think it's his shield is probably when he casts his spell. Because when he casts his spell or his big beam or whatever, it like he gets a shield when he casts it, and now
Yeah,
it's gonna
and
be
he
down to
lost
10%.
50% of it.
Yeah, and then spell damage, of course, that was reduced. And then obviously,
It's
so
about
he's
a
not gonna be
10%
just
damage on
melting
that.
everybody. Yeah, I do. That actually right there reminded me. Where is she? Here we go. This I should have highlighted it, but this right here. So they took it. So they've bumped up the reduction to plus 5%. So it's so that way Yukari is not blasting and killing your AD carry through everybody. If you notice that, she'll be blasting
Oh
and
yeah,
kill your
I
person
noticed.
all the way from the all the way
Oh,
from the
yeah,
other side of the
before the
board.
before the
So
cast
they
is over, yeah.
so crazy. So they bump that up so that way it's reduced quite a bit as it goes through everybody and then it finally hits your back line. That's something I should have brought up, but that's good
Yeah,
too. And
they got like
then
a
damage as
25.
well went a little bit down too. Yeah, yeah, wild. And then Ziggs just tried to buff him up because nobody plays as Ziggs. Less cost
Yeah, I mean, a
for
few
his
comps
mana.
that use them, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
It's so late by the
What would
time
it
you
be?
get him.
Yordle? I mean, I see.
I
I guess
mean,
with
I
Yordle.
mean, you can't play for him. I mean, you have to be level 9 to get him, and he's
Uh
not good
huh.
enough to change the game or help make you win.
Right. Yeah. This is a big deal, obviously. Kraken's Fury, instead of 30%, it's now down to 15%, so they cut it in half on that attack speed. Um, emblems, we're getting here close to time just because I don't want to sit on this too long. But emblems, apparently, nobody used emblems, so they've went ahead and just kind of buffed everything. So Bridgewater, you can see
Yeah,
added
well,
amount.
buffed all the stats on him, so people now might want
Right.
to choose augments that come with them. It has a higher
hmm
payoff. Yeah.
Right, from actually equipping the emblem as well. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, because you'll get
Mhm.
Warden, will give you that bonus HP,
Yeah,
but then
and they
also it
give
gives you
you,
the 250 in
even
this
if it doesn't
example.
work, like say if you were to choose something that gives you random, the component value now of each emblem is higher now. So even if it's not something that you can use and you may end up stuck with it, it will have a higher base value than it did.
Right, right, for sure. Going to artifacts, I mean, I guess I'm not really want to stick too much on this. You could see that some of it got, I mean, nerfed, I suppose you could say. A lot of it did. I mean, here, I guess this base damage AP went to 25 instead of 20, so there's a buff. But we know that the meta is going to settle in, and then we're just going to see what's recommended in the build, so I don't want to sit too much on it. Nothing crazy, just little tweaks here and there on that stuff. The radiate items, apparently, so I saw it somewhere. Can't remember who said it, but basically now, like for here, if you look at this, so Kraken's Fury, instead of 60, now it's 30, which is where it is right now, which is kind of crazy. So right now, technically, everybody's who has a Kraken's is using the Radiant for this next patch because it's at 30 right now, but it's going to be reduced to that. So, um, but I think he said, what do they say? It's basically just double. Whatever the ability is, it just doubles up. So Kraken's right now is 15. It's going to go to 30. What's another example here? I mean, this one though,
No, no.
trying to
So like
think.
regular Kraken's attack speed increase was 30 max, and now it's 15 max. So they cut it by 50%, and then
Right,
the
right, right.
Kraken's also, yeah.
Right, but this is yeah, but this is just Radiant. So since this is Radiant, Radiant used to be 60 and now it's 30.
Exactly. Now it's literally the same as a
It's like a
regular.
normal, yeah, Krakens. So that's pretty big. If you get a Radiant in this next patch, you'll be like, oh, it does the exact same as what it did the
It's
last patch.
literally a Kraken.
Yeah, it's kind of sucky.
Kind of crazy that literally what used to be a regular Kraken is now the Radiant.
Oh, here we go. This is what I was thinking of. Okay, my bad. So like Warmogs gives you that HP. It's going to give you a little bit more HP, but what is it? I think Warmogs gives you 15 anyway, roughly 15. And now it's giving you 33, like a normal Warmogs, if that makes sense. Maybe I should look that up. I'm kind of curious. But they said basically whatever ability, if that's the right word, that each thing has, it just basically doubles. So a normal Krakens is going to give you 15. The Radiant will give you 30. If Warmogs, and an example, gives you 15 max health, the Radiant's going to give you, well, in this example, 33, close to half. Does that make sense? So it's supposed to basically be just basically doubling whatever, what do you call that? Like trait? It's not a trait though. Like just
The stat.
ability. I mean, I
It's
guess, but
just a
it's not
passive.
the whole stats. It's not all the stats, right? It's not going to give you 2000 HP now compared to a normal one. And then on top of that, 33%. You know what I mean? So it's just a
Yeah.
little bit more HP, but then the stat or whatever goes and tags along with it is going to be double of what a normal
The passive.
Warmogs. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see. So augments. Again, there are so many augments. I haven't memorized them all, but it is good to note that that hex gate travel, that one's gone, which gives you, each round you would get a random number of Piltover units. That was crazy. Mindset growth, that's the one that 36 XP and then XP costs one less. They just like, nope, that's way too much.
Yeah, yeah, that's gone.
They got rid of that. Yeah, yeah. So that's
X
gone.
gate gone. Growth mine gone.
Yeah, no, those are both out of here. And yeah, like I said, I don't remember them all. Trailsman now grants 2 copies of Zhao immediately instead of one. Okay, so little buffs here.
Ooh,
Obviously,
Zuko's Revenge. That old
which one was it?
arcane. Oh, just Zuko's Revenge will augment max
Oh
health
yeah,
damage.
Soko. 40 going down to 30. Yeah. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, I don't want to sit here and go through all the bug fixes, but that's cool that Jinx
Nah,
has,
there's
been
literally
taken
nothing to
care of.
note in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be really like whatever key points, you know,
Uh-huh.
follow up that you think that you have. I would say Bilgewater is slightly weaker. Trin and Diana are much weaker. Demacia, Invoker, comps like that are a bit buffed. Bard
Mm-hmm.
strategies are worse. T-Hex is gone and Krakens are a bit worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to think through here. Yeah, Aryan Soul better. Super excited about Jinx. LeBlanc, that'll be cool because uh Darius is Noxus as well, so that'll be kind of cool to use him and LeBlanc. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. That's right. Uh Cassandra, I think she got a slight buff, but it was nothing like impressive. Like nothing that's like, oh my goodness, I gotta play Shadow Isles now. So I don't know.
Oh, who? Callista?
Yeah, Callista.
Yeah. So just
She's
real
4
quick,
cost, right?
I have
There
it
we
pulled up
go.
actually. So
Yeah.
Callista went from point 0.8 to 0.85 base attack speed, and her mana cost went from 20 on level one
So a
to
little
then
faster and
it
costs a
went a
little
little
less
lower.
mana.
So her mana on 2 stars a little lower, attack speed's higher,
Uh-huh.
and then she went from
Oh,
3 to 4 spell targets, so she can target 4 people now.
okay, okay.
But
That is
50% of the spears still go to the primary target. So she
I
still
see.
does the same amount of damage to the target,
Uh,
but she gets to casting that damage sooner, and she can hit more collateral people.
right. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, yeah, Draven, Trinimir, poor guy. Graves apparently was just a little too strong, so they took some off. Fixed the bug with Vigar. Poor Baron took a little hit. Yeah, yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Nerfed. They specifically put Krakens right here, even though some other items took a hit as well. I don't know. Adjusted. I feel like Bard got nerfed. I don't think you just put him as adjusted. I mean, with all the money that's lost from him, but I don't know. We'll see. I think I might still use him. It's still some money. Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah. Any extra comments? Anything come to mind as well?
Nope, nothing particular. We went over most things as we know. It won't be too long. Some of this will change, and we'll also see more for what actually holds with the comps. But nothing too
Yeah, I'm
super
sure.
major.
It's just like before. Nobody knew T Hex was gonna be crazy or Trinimir was gonna be crazy until somebody's like, "Oh wait, look on Trinimir. If we make it so that he can't he's immune to crowd control. Look what he can do." And then all of a sudden he took off. So it'll be the
Yeah,
same here probably.
literally, they were like, "Let's just build them like Diana."
Yeah. So like it'll be the same here where someone's like, "Oh wait, look what I can do," and then all of a sudden, boom, hits the meta. Which reminds me to kind of like as it starts off, I don't know, to kind of keep an eye on the A rank stuff. It doesn't always have to be S rank. I feel like some of the A rank stuff kind of creeps into S, and so you can kind of catch something really good before it becomes overplayed or everybody catches on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. Well, thanks, Cass. Thanks for running through with this with me. I definitely I don't know everything, so it's nice to have somebody to tag along and share what they know.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'll be playing with you soon.